I'm AC Pin, Amado Canlas Pinlac, but my tag name is AC Pin, and everybody essentially knows me for a lot of the Star Wars mocks that I do. This particular one is the Duel of Fates, and it has been presented in other shows. Like the very first time I brought it in Brickfest Live was when people saw how I use the lighting on this one, and a lot of kids wanted to find out how the lighting works. First, I tried it with the actual Lego lighting, but it didn't give the straight glow. So what happened is one time I was in the closet and I actually hit, I had one of these lights on top, and then when I hit it, boom, the idea popped into it, and I actually took out one of these lights from the closet, ran downstairs where I had, one of these columns and tried it, and that's how, this came about.
That's awesome, and it's amazing that it works so well. Like you have the light sitting there, and it doesn't look bad because it's just a black. It looks like it belongs in the mock.
Yeah. Well, one other thing is when Brick Fair New Jersey came about in 2014, and everybody saw it. So I didn't know that it got nominated for this particular category. Simple yet effective, because everybody who's seen it are going like, well, it's too simple, really, if you see the effect and that stuff. But I tell other, AFOLs, a lot of the times, when we try to do a design or a concept, we tend to overthink, So it's like, oh, we want to do a lot of lighting and that stuff. But sometimes, the simple things really, do work well. And like in this case, the build itself is very simple, the whole structure, but it's, a lot of kids like it because it's very iconic. Now, one other thing that I didn't know about when I first showed it is there's actually in the video game that there's a portion of the game that has this particular scene. And a lot of the younger kids who've seen it picked it up and they go like, oh, I did that particular level. And, when I go, jumping, and they actually describe how it is. And that kind of, fascinating because, well, in the first place, I didn't do this, with the Lego game in mind. I actually built it, based from the movie scene. But, it just clicked to them that, it happened in the game. So it's a wonderful coincidence. So.
That's awesome. It's like the instant touch point. They realize, oh wow, I remember. I saw that. I played that. That's very cool. Now you take this to you've taken this to a ton of different shows.
Yes.
I think it's just amazing to know how stuff packs up for transit. How you're able to kind of carry it around, take it to so many shows. What's your secret for a build like this?
For a build like this, I can show you quickly.
All right, and here he goes to fetch something epic. Let's see. It's always interesting to know how something is just taken to a show so frequently. And what do we have here?
This is actually the case where this thing goes. So all of the parts and pieces go essentially neatly into this. So as you'll notice, it's a very simple packing. So each of these columns, I take them and roll them up. Okay, so that makes 4 columns, and all of these lights, they go in this, and all the other pieces just go on top.
That's awesome. So pack everything and plan everything that you build just with transit in mind.
Yes, because what I found out in doing so many of these shows, it's essential that you're able to have an organized way of packing. Because one of the other things that you'd want to do is be able to, do the build, of the mock in the least possible time, because then you'll have a lot more time to enjoy the actual event. Okay?
come and set it down, set it up, and then go out and talk and build and draft and do whatever else you want to do at a convention.
Same thing, when I pack it, it goes the same way. So I don't even have to think about it, and it goes, it's ready for the next show.
AC, thank you so much for sharing with us. Wonderful build.
Thank you as well.